Hello everyone, so I'm going to do a bug room tour today. I just thought I'm kind of in need of doing a video, and my Poecilotheria ornata rehousing video is not done yet, but may get made later today, I don't know. And the scorpion video I sort of started last night, but I didn't have time and ran out. Anyway, so I thought I'd just do a bug room tour today, and we'll see how it goes. And I may edit this and may not, and I'll try not to be boring. Let's go through my bug room. Okay. So, we'll start over here on the top. No, let's start here. So, look at this. This is a nice table I got out of a skip at my kids' school. I got permission, took it, and it's cleaned it all up, jet washed it. It's brilliant. Rehousing table, everything's like purposely set out. It's brilliant. So, love that. Yeah, so top shelf. We have a heat mat over there with those three there. I'm not going to try and show every spider. So there's the Gigas at the top there. He's often out and about these days. You can probably just about make out my Chilobrachus. So there, I actually see them quite a lot. Now, this is my Theraphosa apotheosis, and it actually molted yesterday. So it's looking quite big in there now. Can't really get a good view of it like that, but it will run away if I open this, but let's try. Yeah, I think it goes. So that needs a rehouse now. It's not a sort of run through of every spider I've got, but it'll give you a breakdown of some of the setups and things. Chilobrachus, I sometimes see it at the top there. I don't know which Chilobrachus it is. Lamat, still doing well. Sometimes you see his feet. You see these little setups I use. A lot of other people use these days. In fact, Scott did a video last week, didn't he? There's my Davus pentaloris sitting on top there. That's getting ready for a rehouse. It's about 5-6 centimetres now. Oh, Dave's climbing. So there's Dave. I've only just turned these lights on. This is not the normal time for these lights. That's the Dave, the Harpactor pulchris. Thai golden fringe. I don't know if it'll sit. Just frightened that one there. That was the Lugardi. So the way I've got these set up, I do actually see the spiders quite a bit actually. Considering Thai golden fringe, I don't see very. Oh, there it is at the back. Yeah. This is my Huhani. I've grown from an absolutely minute little sling, and it's got to this big, and that's started to come out quite a bit recently. And then, sorry, I'll just move these plants out of the way. What have we got here? Ceratogyrus meridionalis, whatever it is. I don't think we can see that. Do see it sometimes. And it's unusual not to see this one. This is the Melopius albostratium. Bit of a tongue twister. It's usually got its legs sticking out of that little funnel, but it's not there now. Could be somewhere else in there actually. But yeah, you see these setups, it allows me to actually see quite a bit of the old world slings. I'm not seeing that one, are we? Dark colour 4 OBTs here, 2 of them. They're both ready for rehouse. See the sort of size of them, they're verging on the sort of 8 to 10 actually. Very ready. Peridoculus or Pteronoculus chordatus there. That comes out quite a bit. This is a relatively new one. Marshali, I don't see it yet because it's not really got its confidence yet, but it eats. And the Imera, Idiothelimera, that eats well, but obviously you don't see that because it's a trapdoor anyway. Okay, next shelf down here. Let's have a look. We've got, I've rehoused my Hamori. I haven't done the video yet, have I? But he's now in here because he was getting really grumpy. My biggest kicker he was. He's turning to a right kicker. He's got his new legs now. Are we going to see? I don't think so. My Samani lives down there at the bottom. And what's that? 6-7 inches? No, I think I'm exaggerating. It's at least 6 inches anyway of substrate in that. And yeah, so it's become basically, I mean, I get to see it a lot. It usually sits right at the front there. Oh, and this guy last night. Oh, he's gone at the back. Themictopus, it's Cancerides labelled, but I think it's Atrochromatus now. We finally established. Yeah, I should have. Last night I saw him. It's absolutely amazing. He is. Yeah, we've got. Are we out? I think we're out. This is one of my tree spiders. It's grown. It's the biggest one. Tapacinius violentus, purple tree spider. That one has grown really fast. I'm starting to be a bit more confident. Oh, we can actually see this one as well. I think that's the Amazonius burgassi. I think labels the other way around. Not going to see the other one. I've got the orange tree spider in there, I think. That's what we've got here. Poecilotheria regalis, that had molted yesterday. It's at the back there. So that's actually growing quite fast. Didn't feed it last night. Kashana brunepes, I don't think we're going to see it. That's waiting for a rehouse. Then we've got Columbia large. You can just about make it out there. That's actually waiting for a rehouse as well. That's quite big now. One of the Balfouries is waiting for a rehouse. It's about sort of 6, 7. I don't know, maybe bigger than that actually. And the other one's a bit smaller down there. There's an OBT in there. I don't think we're going to see it. I'm not going to try and show every spider. That's the Tabcocenius St Vincenti, which doesn't need a rehouse. Isn't quite a big thing. This is my Incy Gold, looking good in there. Doesn't need a rehouse, but I want that container, I think, for another mantis. Haplopus Columbia Small. I'm going to rehouse it anyway. It doesn't really need it. I don't know. It's the big one, the big pumpkin patch that really needs it. So, Phomictopus auratus in there. That's not long been rehoused. Acanthus geniculata, molted this week. Phomictopus orient, I don't know how you say it. That's my biggest of the slings now. That molted last week and it's gone really big. Oh, and there's one at the back there. This is the Phomictopus Bayer Harvey. See it sitting at the back there? One of these gave me a right chase last night when I was feeding him. Phomictopus atromocratus there. So that's a smaller version of the big one I've got. Nando Trepepi, are you out? He's usually out actually. He's just gone into pre-molt and he's already big, so he needs a rehouse out of it as soon as he's molted. And this one, Litocadal sabelusum, that now needs to be rehoused. My flash has gone off, isn't it? I need to come back in a bit so I can put the flash on. Better. Where is it? No, we're not going to see it, but that's in pre-molt as well. My male OBT for the female. Not going to see him. Now this did something strange yesterday. This is my male Bumba Harida. And I don't know what I didn't feed it because I think it's gone into pre-molt, but it's been building this sort of structure over the top of its hide. And it was like, don't mind me, and it just carried on, even though I got it out and everything. Vicularia. I'm ready to rehouse it. That's up to about 2.5 inches. What's that? No, 10 centimeters, something like that. Same with the versicola. Not going to see it right now, but yep, that's ready for rehouse. I was quite pleased last night because my male GBB had a red runner last night. That's good news. And my female was hiding at the back. I'm hoping she's not into pre-molt, but I've got a horrible suspicion she's going to pre-molt because I'm going to try and breed him again soon. So that's not a good plan. Oh, look at this. Look at this big boy. See, he's actually stretched out. He's more like 6 inches, I'd say now. This is my ornata. He's tipped over his water bowl since last night. Gave me a bit of an adventure last night. Nearly came out of there last night. I tried to feed him and he sort of went for the tweezers instead of the roach. I just wanted to drop a roach, but he jumped and landed on the very edge. You'll see, because that's going to be in a video. It was so exciting. Well, exciting and, yeah, give me a bit of a palpitations. So he's ready to rehouse now. As you can see, very ready. That's a brilliant. I wonder if I don't do ventral sexing. I've got no idea. I'm not going to mess about. There's my Ascalciatum. That's sort of 4.5-ish inches. That's ready to rehouse as well. Very webby in there. Then on this, what's last? Last is my female Bumba Harida, who I think is in pre-molt. I didn't bother trying to feed her last night. Maybe in a week or two I might give her something small, see if she'll eat it, but I think she's in pre-molt. So as you can see, there's a couple of breeding projects there. Then a lot of my attention, the reason I'm doing this sort of video is because I've rehoused a python. He'll get his own video because not everyone who likes spiders likes snakes. So anyway, he's living underground at the moment, Laticeps. I do see him, he sort of stands here as he's busy digging. He's literally dug like a maniac in there, and he looks very self-conscious as he digs. Brachypelma auratum, female. She's molted, was it 2 weeks ago? So she's getting big now. I don't know people say they grow slow, don't they? But she's growing really, really fast. She must be, I'm just guessing at the moment. I'd say she's 12, 13 centimetres. Well, I don't know. Once we get past a certain size, it's a bit easier to go in inches, isn't it? I'd say she's about 5 inches. And that's from 3 centimetres last March. So that's fast. That's not slow. Not seen my Hensi in 3-4 months. That's the Haplocosmia himalayana. Not seen that in months. Klugi. This molted 3 days ago. So after the Klugi, we've got my Nandochromatus. He's called Mystery because we didn't know what he was. Bought as an Incy. Looked like a Amori. Definitely I mean, Nandochromatus is the wrong name. I keep saying it because I just haven't learned what the new one is yet. So I know it's not the right name. So that's going to be changed. Very, very shy. Ceratogyrus darlingi. It was a mistake to put him in this setup because he's just there. So I get to see him quite a bit actually. He never usually goes any further down his burrow than that. And he does come out a bit further sometimes. He's sometimes sitting on the glass. You can see why it's a mistake. As soon as I open that, I wreck everything. So he needs rehousing out of that. And my Bohemi. That's been growing traditionally brachypelma slow. So I know I talked about my Aratum going fast. He's been slow. Then my small Grammostola porcripes in there. That's one of my favourites, but I think that might be a female because that's been growing slow, and the male went like crazy. And then this is my pulchra, little black pulchra in there. He just likes attention. If I turn the lights on, he comes over here and sits on the glass. And then the Scorpion Row. So I think there will be a video on when I rehouse these. I've got the kids to do the actual rehousing. Captain Squid Bones, Mr. Feisty and Thorn. So they're all in really useful tubs, 9 litre. Looking good, but I haven't messed about with them since the rehouse about 2 weeks ago. A load of spare tanks across the back there. They've got substrate in, but no spiders yet. And yeah, so these 2 tanks here, I've both got the mesh tops, so I'm going to make some acrylic tops for those 2. But I may use them. Don't know yet. Turn this off. Let's see a bit better. Yeah. So these tanks I actually bought for that. That's a special plant in there. You won't be able to get one. We're very, very lucky if you can in this country, in the UK. That's called an ant plant. They need very special conditions. So I thought I'll set it up so tarantulas can live in it as well. But really, they're sort of semi-bioactive tanks, really, just for to grow these ant plants on. One day I want to get some ants to live in them. So they're empty tanks. These 2 are 2 more empty tanks at the back there that have been planted up for, I don't know, 6 months. So the plants are doing well. I don't know what's going in there yet. Possibly, I'm just not sure. And then this tank here is another empty one. It's got plants in it growing. Possibly for the versicolor, I'm thinking. So top row, we've got the Vegans. Not going to see him. He's been a bit shy, but he lives underground most of the time in there. And then we've got the Canthuscurria geniculata. He molted 2 weeks ago. Can you see him? Not really. He's big, looking well. This is female curly hair who has been paired, and I haven't seen an egg sac yet, so it might have to be paired again. That's her male above him. That's Percy's brother sitting in his water bowl. He has 2 water bowls because he's a thirsty male. And this is my Pulchripes, the big male, the boss. Not going to see him, he's at the back. I'm not seeing him for a few days. He needs a lady, and I can't get one. Nobody seems to want to breed. And we've got my Parahybana. So that's doing well. It's nice and big now. Not giant, but it's probably in the 7 inches, something like that. Then we've got 2 different colonies of Isopods up here. The top one is my ones. See all the babies? Absolutely inundated. These are the ones I got in Devon on the beach, the massive black ones. I've got thousands in there, I think, now. And in here we've got the zebras, but a lot of them are yellow. It's more like a yellow strain of zebras. I sort of kept the yellow ones. They're doing okay. And then over here, I don't know if this video is going on too long already. Over here, this is the ant. It was the ant cabinet, but I'm using it for all sorts now. See, they're doing well in there. I do separate ant videos, so I'm not going to dwell on the ants too much, to be honest. And half the ants aren't in here now; they're hibernating. Do this. Open this up, but we can have a look what's going on in here. So I had to emergency rehouse my Homioma chilensis. He's in that little wigwammy bit at the back because the thing I put him in, this in fact, I'll show you. So I rehoused him into that in that video. And actually, I came in and found him half out and his bum still stuck in. I was like, what? So, yeah, emergency rehoused him into my sort of standard setup. And he seems quite happy. He's still not molted. We've got the Heterotheli villicella. That's doing well in there. Has always done well in there. I'd like to rehouse it, but it doesn't really need it. And then all my wolf spiders. There's one, I don't know if I'm showing you. Yeah, there it is. So I got these from Jeremy, from Jeremy's Wild World. Got 4 of them. And the reason I got 4 was he said, you know, because it's my first ones, they don't all survive, if you see what I mean, but these are doing well. And then these are the Carolina, Hognard Carolina. Need to feed them again today. I'm feeding them sort of every 2 days, every 2 or 3 days really, because they need a lot of extra food, don't they? Thrixopelma purians, that one's been growing well. Small sling in there, so it dart off there. This one, so this is my elegans. You see it just down there? Sericosmus elegans. It seems to live underground basically, and I actually thought I'd lost it at one point because I didn't see it for about, I don't know, 8-9 weeks. Couldn't even see it in the burrow. Lasiodora klugi sling. That's been growing nicely. That was minute when I got it, but it's now up to about 1.5 centimetres, maybe 2. Same with the Nando. That came. These were both 0.5 centimetres. Then we've got leaf cutters in the back. I do separate ant videos on my other channel, all about those, but they've been doing really well. A couple of mantis, African line mantis at the back there, and another one just here that I want to put into the same tank as that really. Then down here we've got the Holothele longipes. That's in pre-molt. Didn't eat. I can see it. Oh, there's its legs, in fact, I think. Yeah, so you can see it. That's lightning fast. That was the one when I rehoused it was like, whoa, almost invisible. Oh, I can't even say this. Brazilian bronze, bit like the. Oh, just moved at the back there. Really, it's a real webmaster. This one is. So I set it up with that in mind. I never did the video on this, did I? Rehousing video. That's really nice spider, that is, in terms of how it's set things up. Oh, Chatapelma of Oliviaceum, Middle Eastern gold, Black Fury, lots of names for it. Iran, Israel, all around that sort of area. Cyprus, that's how they can say they're European. It's in here usually. That's in pre-molt, I think, anyway. And they're just in here, just nice and warm. And we've got a little tub of snail eggs that have never hatched, just there. Sorry, where are we? Just there. That's my centipede, which I'm starving on purpose because I want to see it eat. It's not eaten for, well, since I've had it, it's had one red runner. I never saw it eat it. This is basically a tank with a single isopod in and loads of springtails now. I don't think there's any rainbow millipedes in there anymore. But I've got this really interesting brown isopod. Then we've got the Pac-Man frog just down here. I'm not going to get it out. Oh yeah, and roach colonies down there. There's 3 roach colonies there actually, because there's the giant cave roaches are in with the dubias, but in their own container. So that's about it really. I just thought I'd run through this room. Oh, and the insulation in here, as you can see, it's all insulated. I do have a door I sort of shut with a flap over it and then a piece of wood the other side to sort of stop it letting the air out. But this has made a big difference. And I've got a lot of empty tanks all lined up, as you can see. They're all going to be arboreal or fossorial type tanks. I don't think I'll ever use that for tarantulas. I just got given it. There's a big one there. So a lot of these sort of tanks for adults are just not used. There's a row of empties down there as well. 1, 2, 3, 3 more of those down there. That's the larges. So I've got a lot of things lined up ready to go for when some of these get bigger. But yeah, they're not there yet. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with how the collection's going. Inside the house, there's a few more things that I'm not going to put on. Well, I might put on the video. There's only one tarantula in the house, but the jumping spider, a bigger mantis, millipedes, some more ants. Quite a lot in the house, actually. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know how this is going to come out, but thanks for watching anyway. Cheers, bye.